The Samsung Galaxy Watch 8 Classic is Samsung's return to the beloved rotating bezel formula. It aims to be the ultimate everyday smartwatch, blending classic style with the new bio-tracking tech. I spent some hands-on time with it, and here's everything you need to know. But first, hi, I'm Captain Awesome, this is Geekception, and consider liking and subscribing. Let's get into it. Now, starting with build quality, and Samsung brings back the signature rotating bezel, my favorite way to navigate a Samsung Galaxy Watch, here on the Watch 8 Classic. Now, in fact, I still have my Watch 6 Classic, which has that rotating bezel, and I never forgave them for removing it from last year's Watch 7, and I'm so glad that it's back here on the Watch 8 Classic. Now, it also has a cushion style case borrowed from last year's Watch Ultra, and the Watch 8 Classic here is if you took the Watch 6 Classic and the Watch Ultra and you bumped them together, well, you're going to get the Watch 8 Classic if you did that. Now, the dynamic lug system here on the Watch 8 Classic sits closer to the wrist for better comfort and sensor accuracy, and it also has a 3-button layout with the rotating crown and the 2 side keys there. For the build materials, I think it's stainless steel here. I don't think it's a titanium that we get here on the Watch Ultra 1 or even the Watch Ultra 2. And thanks to its system generation update, you also get all of the wonderful features from the Watch 1 Ultra, such as the water resistance and dust resistance for daily swim and shower protection. And there were color options at launch here. You've got a black case with a black bezel insert or a white case with a polished bezel insert, with it coming in this size. And new here on the Watch 8 Classic is the quick release style for the bands, similar to what you get on the Watch Ultra. You get a new 3nm Exynos W1000 processor for faster UI and better efficiency here on the Watch 8 Classic. It's also got an 8% larger battery than the Watch 7 with dual frequency GPS, which I think is a massive big deal here, and 3000 nits of peak brightness, matching last year's Watch Ultra and double that of the Watch 7. Going to the interface, and you get one UI on top of Wear OS 6, and on using it, I think it felt very familiar as someone who uses the Watch Ultra as their daily driver. But what I did like and was not familiar, at least for not a year now, is the rotating bezel, which you can use to navigate the interface, which I think is just superior. And as with previous Galaxy watches, you swipe left to be able to access your widgets such as your step, body energy, heart, ECG, and more. You can also have like custom tiles as well. And thanks to the next gen bioactive sensor here, you can also measure the antioxidant index, which according to Samsung is the first on any watch, as well as vascular load here to show overnight cardiovascular stress. And on using the Samsung Health app, you can actually see it in the app right now, but since I don't have any of these watches, I cannot access it right now with my current watches. And a regular feature here is it has all of the sleep suite and bedtime guidance recommendations, such as your ideal lights out based on your circadian rhythm, a running coach that lets you take a 12-minute test and then ranks you from level 1 to 10. It will now use that data to deliver personalized pace cues for you mid-run, which I think is really cool. And dual GPS is a massive upgrade here because when you're running in the city like I do, it is a game changer. And display brightness, of course, is very massive here. And as far as I can tell, it's the same as the Galaxy Watch Ultra 1 right here. For gestures, Samsung didn't really touch on it much, but I imagine double pinch is still present here, which is really cool to take photos and all of that. As for battery life, I didn't get any stats. And in fact, for most of this, I'm using from all I could gather from my hands-on session, so some of them might not be the most correct. So if it's wrong, if I get anything wrong, I'll make sure to put a pinned comment down there to correct any misinformation. But as far as I can tell, this is all you're getting with the Watch 8 Classic here. Now, coming to my first impressions, what I think about the Watch 8 Classic, and yeah, again, I've said it, as someone who really likes the design and the rotating bezel of the Watch 8 Classic, well, not Watch 8, Watch 6 Classic, I would say that I'm really happy it came back here on the Watch 8 Classic. Like, this is what I imagined we should have had last year with the Watch Ultra, which is now the Watch Ultra 1, but I'm so happy it is here on the Watch 8 Classic. And in fact, this year, I'm so disappointed that on the Watch Ultra 2, there is still no rotating bezel, and in fact, given a choice, I would go with the Watch 8 Classic because of that rotating bezel. That's how much I love it. I would go with it over the Watch Ultra 2 that even has a bigger battery, for example, because I think, when I'm running, for example, when I am, sweaty or my hands are sweaty, I'm doing something extreme, gym, I don't want to be swiping on my watch. You know, I'm a sweaty boy, right? I think just rotating the bezel here is a superior way of using the watch, especially when you're someone who just doesn't like all of that, you know, fingerprint on the watch there. So yes, the Watch 8 Classic here, I think, is a perfect mismatch between the Watch 6 Classic and the Watch Ultra, and I think it's the best of both worlds, really. And I don't know what the price point is going to be, but I definitely know that this is going to be my recommendations to you and to everybody around me when they're asking me what Galaxy Watch should I buy. It definitely has to be Watch 8 Classic, because the original Watch 8, the standard version, doesn't have that rotating bezel. It keeps the design from the Watch Ultra series, but it doesn't really have that ring, that rotating bezel, which I don't like. And the Watch Ultra 2, which is supposed to be the massive one, it's got a bigger display and all of that, bigger battery, felt a bit underwhelming to me, because I felt that it should have had that rotating bezel. Apart from that, there was not much there, but that's for a dedicated video that I'm also making. So yeah, for me, I'm very excited about the Watch 8 Classic this year. I really think it's worth it over the standard version. I really think if you've been on the fence about it, this is the one to go for, and it has my recommendations here. And yeah, over to you. Let me know, what do you think about the Watch 8 Classic? Would you get this? Are you considering this over, let's say, the Watch Ultra 1, for example? Maybe this is cheaper. Let me know all of that and more in the comments down there below. I've been your Captain of Awesome. This is Geekception. You've made it this far all the way to the end, so please consider liking and maybe subscribing and dropping me a comment there, or even supporting the channel. That would help all the way. And other than that, please make sure you take care of yourself. I shall catch you in the next one. Don't forget to remain awesome. Bye. And thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video. You rock, you are amazing. And if you thought I'm done with all the unpacked content, you're wrong. I'm not done yet somehow. But since you made it here, and since you're really amazing, I have a surprise to share with you. And I'm just going to flip the camera. I'm recording right now on the Z Fold 7. I always want to say what phone I'm shooting on, but I always keep forgetting. So I'm just going to switch the camera now. And you can see first, before we get to all these boxes, I have like this massive speakers from Edifier, the QR65. They are studio monitors. Now, if you watch my previous video where I, talked about why I put the monitor arm there and I, changed my entire setup here, it's so that these speakers go to the left and go to the right there, which I think will be amazing for the setup. But that's not all. What I also have here is I have the Watch 8 Classic. Yes, this is what I wanted, and this is what I got from Samsung. I just went to the office today to go pick it up, and of course, the Watch 2 Ultra, or as they're calling it, the Watch 20 Ultra 2025 would have been great, but no, man, give me my rotating bezel. So again, you made it to the end of the video. You're getting that preview here right now. Let me know what kind of things you want me to check out about this watch here. I also got this, which is the Z Flip 7. Now I'm so excited for this as well, because I have the Fold, I have the Flip, I have all of the Flip for the past 2 years. So I'm going to be doing a lot of comparisons, a lot of shoots here. I'm so excited for this one, actually. And that is it. Thank you again for making it all the way to the end of the video. I just wanted to, again, give you that exclusive preview. So put hashtag exclusive preview, so I know you made it to the end of the video. But please also share some of the things you are currently excited about. If it's movies, if it's shows, if it's, music, whatever it is, let me check it out, and I would really love that. All right, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.